Alright everybody, what's going on, and welcome to a brand new series here on Localized Content on YouTube, Localized_content on Twitch. This time it is a custom franchise here on MLB The Show 23. 30 brand new teams, brand new roster, completely customized. So let's get into a bit of an explanation here of the teams. And I'll show you some of the rosters, at least our roster. We'll see what else we do. But we're going to go into the stadium assignments, because that's the best way for you to see the logo. You'll see where they play. But yeah, let's get into it with our team first. We are a part of the AL East. And we will control the Chattanooga Mountaineers, and we'll play at Mountaineer Field. All 30 stadiums have been completely customized. I downloaded them from the vault, so they'll all be different. Next in our division is the Jacksonville Flying Tigers. They'll play at Jacksonville Stadium. Next is the Savannah Retrievers. They'll play at Retriever Field. Next is the Huntsville Highlanders. They play at Highlanders Park. And then the last team in the AL East is the Bradenton Blue Sox, who play at Bradenton Beach Park. Next is the AL Central, starting with the Tulsa Red Strikers, play at Striker Field. Next is the New Orleans Silver Surfers. They play at Surfer Park. The Round Rock Kaiju play at Kaiju Field. Next team for the AL Central is the Little Rock Minutemen. They play at Little Rock Diamond. Final team in the AL Central is the Northwest Arkansas Vulcans. They play at Vulcan Field. And that ends the AL Central. Now we go to the AL West, starting with the Tucson Centurions. They play at Centurion Field. Next is the Bakersfield Banshees. They play at Bakersfield Park. Next is the Death Valley Greyhounds. They play at Greyhound Park in Death Valley, California. Next team is the Orange County Honey Badgers. They will not play at Albuquerque Baseball Field. They will play at Orange County Field. There we go. And then the Albuquerque Red Storm is the final team in the AL West, and they will play at the Albuquerque Baseball Field. So that's the AL. Now we'll go to the NL. Starting with, who will we start with? We will start with Syracuse, which is the first team in the NL East. The Syracuse Werewolves, who play at Syracuse Stadium. Next is the Lehigh Valley Sky Sox. They play at Lehigh Valley Park. Next is the Rhode Island Black Cats. They play at Black Cat Field. Two more teams left in the AL East. First one is Toledo Gold Rush. They play at Gold Rush Stadium. Then the final team in the NL West is the Winston-Salem Smugglers. Now to the NL Central, starting with the Green Bay Green Flash. They play at Green Bay Memorial Park. Next team is the Lincoln Humpback Whales. They play at Whale Stadium. After that is the North Dakota Bearcats. They play at Bearcat Field. And then it's the Wichita Cavalry. They play at the Wichita Baseball Diamond. And then finally, it is the Madison, Wisconsin 66ers. They play at 66ers Park in Madison, Wisconsin. That's the NL Central. And now we'll go to the NL West, starting with the Portland Wombats. They play at Wombat Park. After that is the Reno Admirals. They play at Admirals Stadium in Reno, Nevada. After that is the Stockton Jethawks. They play at Jethawks Stadium in Stockton, California. 14th NL team, fourth team in the NL West is the Idaho Barnstormers. They play at the Barn at Idaho Park. And the final NL team, final of the 30 teams, and the final NL West team is the Tacoma Woolly Mammoths. They'll play at Tacoma Park in Tacoma, Washington. So those are the 30 custom teams. Now we'll show you the custom rosters just so you can see them. All 30 teams have custom rosters with custom names, so you're not going to recognize people. Just scroll all the way through so you can see them all until we get back to Chattanooga. There we are. Chattanooga Mountaineers. Let's go through our roster right here, right now, starting with our starting pitchers. Our first starting pitcher will be Dip Jumbo. He is actually a two-way player. We're going to go through it like this. He is a two-way player. He's going to play offensive and defensive sides of the ball. He's our first starter in the rotation. After that is number 36, Clint Wallace. He's a 28-year-old starter. After that is number 61, Buzz Snyder. There's his attributes. Fourth in the rotation is left-handed pitcher number 34, Bull Garland. There's his attributes. And then finally, fifth starter in our rotation to start the year is Gabriel Foster. And there is his attributes. He is 6'9". That's crazy. All right. Now our bullpen, starting with our long relievers. Will Evans is our left-handed long reliever, and our right-handed long reliever is Shane Gomez, who has a whole bunch of crazy pitches. Right, now our middle relievers, starting with 63 overall, number 13, lefty Bronco, 21 years old, a potential. After that is number 58, Kip Wiseman, who throws a whole bunch of heat. And then last middle reliever is number 69, Nice Bones Juarez. There's his attributes. Now our setup, guys, starting with number 88, Chief Monroe. Then Tiny Guzman is the right-handed relief or setup guy. And our closer is King Bowser. 6'7", 275 pounds, throws absolute gas. That is our starting rotation, and our bullpen. Dip Jumbo, of course, like I said, will play both sides of the baseball. Now let's get into our lineups, starting with second baseman, number 6, Simon Beckham. He leads off both against lefties and against righties. After that is shortstop, number 17, Miguel Vaughn. 19 years old, a potential. And then batting third is number 15, left fielder, Julius Weber. B potential, 23 overall. He's not a switch hitter. He's a right-handed hitter. I don't know why it says switch hitter. Well, I just need to change that. Right. Batting fourth is number 35, first baseman Boomer Bell, 19 years old, a potential. Definitely a chance there. He is our best player. Batting fifth against righties will be Rico Rivers. He's just platooning against righties. Another guy will play right field in the left-handed lineup. So he bats fifth. Trent Clarkson, our third baseman, number 25, will bat sixth against righties. He's 34 years old, one of our older players. Dip Jumbo, our DH, will bat seventh here. We'll see. We'll try to change that around potentially, but that's it there for now. After that is our catcher, Logan Tomlinson. He'll wear number 12. And bringing up the rear is number 2, center fielder Brent Bautista. Right, now against lefties, it's still Beckham, Vaughn, Weber, Bell. Dip Jumbo will bat fifth. Trent Clarkson will bat sixth. Jamar Fields is the other platoon guy who plays against lefties. He'll bat 7th. Then Logan Tomlinson and Brent Bautista. Other bench players to start the year. Jonas Weaver, of course. You haven't met him yet, but he is our backup infielder. He can play second, short, and third base. He's 24 years old, plays the field pretty well. Mario Haywood is our positionless guy. He can play absolutely anywhere. Can play the field well, can run pretty well. Backup catcher is Joffrey Kessler. Pretty decent, 30-year-old. Kind of mid, but whatever. Arthur Bishop is another infielder. He can play all 4 spots. I know it only says 3 now, but give it a few minutes and it's going to say all 4. And then Rico Rivers, of course, plays against righties, not against lefties. So that's our team to start out the year. I know a couple moves I want to make in just a minute, but we're going to start with this team on opening day. At least at the major league level. In the minors, I might do some movement, get some things going, but I will highlight all of that in future episodes. Thanks everybody for watching this intro episode of the Chattanooga Mountaineers here on Localized Content on YouTube, Localized_content on Twitch. Appreciate y'all checking it out. Next episode is going to be opening day against the Jacksonville Flying Tigers. So stay tuned for that episode. Thanks everybody, and goodbye.